Jimenez, Coleman. Foul on Coleman, free kick to Paraguay. I won't be at all surprised if Paraguay see it through to half-time and then make some changes with some of their big guns coming in for the second half. Players like Sergio Diaz, exciting number 10. Then their centre-forward, Julio Villalba, who really have caught the eye here in Chile. Aranda, big smile on his face. He knows there's a long way to go. Carlos Ferreira has hardly got in the game so far. Ashworth with the header. Picked up though by Mayabdu. Valbuena, Aranda. There's an instant where the ball on a dry day might have just held up slightly, but on a day like today it picked up pace. Out for the goal kick, and I wonder if the change is going to happen, because that looks like Perrotta. No, that's Oscar Benitez who's warming up. Coleman. Cabrera waits around about the penalty spot. Carlos Ferreira wants to turn and shoot, and turned over the top by Wout. That was an excellent stop. His first real opportunity of the game denied by an outstanding piece of goalkeeping. Ferreira turned away from Liam Williams with worrying ease, and you can see that with an outstanding tip over the top. Corner kick then, which Aranda will take. Ferreira waits. That's not going to trouble anybody except the ball boys. Balbuena with the shaven head. Ball flicked on by Imre. Certainly Paraguay have seen a lot more of the ball in the last 15 minutes or so. New Zealand really need to settle down and play the sort of possession football they managed in the opening quarter of an hour. And they managed the opening goal of the game. That one cut out by the captain, Jack Sinclair. Parker Price. Imre. It's a nice turn by Imre. Well, the peculiar interplay by Imre Rogerson on the far side. Williams. But Gary has to win this one, and does. Balbuena. Jimenez. Wanted too long on the ball. It's well won by Probert. Probert again. Clashes with Jimenez. Lomakis. Gary took a touch and offered the ball back to Lomakis. Pass Balbuena. Aranda. Parker Price. Williams on to Sinclair. That's well played by New Zealand. Early ball forward to Imre, who has Ojeda for company. Oh, Imre's done well to win it back. Parker Price. Williams. Cabrera. That's a really poor ball by Cabrera. Vout easily picks it up. And that final pass by Paraguay has been hugely disappointing. Imre. Final touch came off a Paraguayan player. Throw into New Zealand. We're just about holding their own with about 10 minutes to go to half-time. He won't be pleased. His team have tried to respond after going a goal behind, but I think they are particularly vulnerable in the goalkeeping area. I think the referees indicated a handball. Free kick to Paraguay. Decision against Imre. It's a lovely flick on, cleared by Liam Williams. So Randa with the corner. Once again, 4 Paraguayan players make their way to the heart of the New Zealand penalty area, including Jimenez. Jimenez misses it. Away by Imre. That's going to be another corner. Slight hesitation at the back there by New Zealand, almost cost some dear. Imre to the rescue. Randa to take another corner. Over the head of Jimenez, heading clear again. Miss-hit shot by Balbuena. And New Zealand will try and launch a counter-attack. Coleman. McGarry. France have increased their lead in their match against Syria. Edouard, the leading goal scorer at the European Championships, scoring their second goal. Janvier with their first. Looks like France are definitely returning here to Portimont for the round of 16 game. Jimenez. Balbuena. Goalkeeper has to be brave here, and he was. Ball kept in play well by Probert. Imre gives chase. At the moment, Paraguay just hold the advantage slightly. They're passing the ball better. Whilst New Zealand have not been poor since taking the lead, they have been second best. Winners of this group stay here to play the second placed team in Group E. Group E contains Russia, Costa Rica, South Africa and Korea DPR. We'll see Costa Rica play Korea DPR next. Lomakis, chased by Conor Probert, headed clear by Hunter Ashworth, whose goal separates the two teams. McGarry, who is being held back, free kick to New Zealand. Just don't think New Zealand are hanging on to the ball enough in midfield at the present time. It's a lot of Paraguayan pressure, a lot of Paraguayan possession. But when New Zealand do get the ball, it's only for brief instances like that. And that's just about as good as a corner kick. Jimenez doesn't agree with the decision, but New Zealand aren't going to worry one little bit. And Liam Williams will trot forward, and so too will Hunter Ashworth, because they know this goalkeeper is not going to enjoy a ball played into his 6-yard box. Just hope he's wearing shin pads. That would have been pretty painful. McGarry on the edge of the box. There's the substitute, who's not the reserve goalkeeper, rather than Miguel Martinez, who's not enjoyed some of the attention. Nobody's actually touching the goalkeeper. Foul by, I think, Hunter Ashworth. He needs to get back quickly now. There's a fine line between putting the opposing goalkeeper under pressure and conceding a needless foul. And I think New Zealand need to just recalibrate slightly. Chobel. McGarry. Schnell. Parker Price. That's better. Probert. In fact, it's Rogerson. Overran the ball. Needed to release it much quicker than that, Rogerson. Cabrera. I think the front two for Paraguay have been disappointing. Really, Wout has only been seriously challenged once in this game, and that was the shot which he tipped over the top. Cabrera waiting on the edge of the D. It's going to be captain Aranda, who takes about every dead ball situation for Paraguay. About to take another one. Oh, that's desperately unlucky. Jimenez. Great save by Wout. Jimenez strikes the upright. Appeals for a penalty. Wave play on. New Zealand goal leading a charmed life. Not that time. Right through the arms of the goalkeeper. And Paraguay are level. What an extraordinary set of incidents there. Right through Wout. Nyamdu on target. He makes it 1-1. But the instant which preceded it was bizarre. Paraguay should have scored there. Then Jimenez stabbed it on. Wout with a fantastic save. Jimenez against the upright, appeals for a penalty, and then Nyamdu with the softest of shots through the goalkeeper. Wout was really culpable, but in fairness to the goalkeeper, he pulled off a brilliant save seconds earlier. Well, that recalibrates this group again, because if it stays like this, Paraguay would move on to 4 points. New Zealand would only have 2. That's not going to be enough, I suspect, to take them through. Have to wait and see. James McGarry to take this free kick. Remember, Paraguay have looked susceptible when they've been driven in high like this. Goalkeeper, oh goodness me. How he got away with that, goodness only knows. This from the school of unconventional goalkeeping. Just as we're watching that replay, Schnell clattered into Coleman, no foul. Coleman has it back. And then tries some trickery that doesn't quite work. Hard to know whether to call the Paraguay lucky goal lucky or unlucky, because they had a little bit of a taste of each. Unlucky that they should have scored before they did, but the actual shot on goal was very savable. And we're in the final minute of the opening 45. Looks like the worst of the storm could well be over. The referee has a card out here. He's not happy with somebody. And for constant pushing and shoving, Hunter Ashworth gets a yellow card, and he'd miss the next game if New Zealand are to progress. Ojeda also yellow carded. Ashworth has to put behind him that disappointment. 2 yellow cards, Ojeda and Ashworth. And the referee brings a first half full of incidents to an end. New Zealand taking the lead on 11 minutes. Through this man here, Hunter Ashworth, who's deep in conversation with the referee now about that yellow card, which will exclude him from the next game. Ojeda too, claiming his innocence. And New Zealand held the lead pretty impressively until they conceded just before half-time. 3 or 4 incidents led to Paraguay having the ball inside the New Zealand penalty area, and Marcelinho Nyamdu made it 1-1. Looks like Jimenez is struggling with a thigh injury, possibly. Half-time here. It's certainly interesting. Paraguay 1, New Zealand 1. That's the instant where I think Jimenez picked up his injury. So here are the statistics. Paraguay just shading possession, 53-47. 8 shots compared to New Zealand's 3, but 4 on target. New Zealand with only 2, and that really has been the story of their competition so far. Not enough shots on goal, and not enough accurate shots on goal. Paraguay with 2 cautions in that first half. New Zealand with 1. Paraguay still with high hopes then of making it through to the latter stages of the competition. New Zealand parents discuss that first half. And everybody tries to keep dry. Here are the highlights of the first half then. Paraguay against New Zealand. New Zealand knew rather that they had to win this game to have a chance of going through to the next round of the competition. Number 16, Hunter Ashworth with the opening goal 11 minutes in, with the Paraguayan goalkeeper Miguel Martinez looking very suspect here, rather flat-footed as Hunter Ashworth flicked the ball on. 1-0. Parker Price caught in possession and almost the equalising goal as Cabrera tested Wout in the New Zealand goal. It was about at this stage of the match that the heavens opened. McGarry's free kick bucketed away by Miguel Martinez as the ball whipped up off the wet playing surface. Paraguay press for an equaliser. Lovely turn here by Carlos Ferreira, but an equally impressive save by Michael Wout. Here's the equalising goal. New Zealand goal led a charmed life. First the frame of the goal. Jimenez had his shot against the upright. Appeals for a penalty. And then Nyamdu with a shot right through the goalkeeper. And New Zealand had conceded what was, in the end, a pretty soft goal. But that was an outstanding stop by Wout. He'll be less impressed with his contribution here. Half-time, Paraguay 1, New Zealand 1.
Listen up, world.
Is the hole in tracks big or small? When packing it up, the track seems pretty big, but when parking it up, it feels remarkably small. It has big car power with small car economy. Reversing camera, auto headlights, MyLink with apps, they're big car features. But the price? Well, that's definitely small. Hole in tracks. Live big, drive small.
This is London, the world's financial capital. It's where those who do the business zero in. It makes sense then that the UK's leading online accounting software is in fact called Xero. Not surprising given Forbes magazine named Xero the most innovative growth company in the world. 2 years running. They did. I don't make this up.
It's in the smallest details. The answer. How can Husqvarna Zero Turn be precise, maneuverable, and highly productive? It's all in those small, engineered details. Husqvarna, ready when you are.
It's Massive Madness flooring sale time at Carpet Court. Savings from 20, 30, 40 and even 50% off selected ranges of flooring. Plus, no interest or payments for 12 months on everything in store. Hurry because there's limited stock. It could be gone tomorrow. Massive Madness flooring sale on now at Carpet Court.
Even if you've tried fish and chips most ways, I might just have a new one for you. My nacho crumbed fish and chips. Delicious fish fillets, coat generously with crushed corn chips for extra crunch and texture. Add chips, mushy peas and creamy tartare sauce for a quick, easy dish the whole family will love. A new old favourite that feeds 4 for just $15, only at Countdown.
There ain't no place I'd rather be.
Get ready for a summer of entertaining. The 2016 Outdoor Living Collection has landed at Mitre 10. You'll find new season collections and the latest designs that'll suit any space and any lifestyle. Get the rustic natural look, the classic hardwood styles, or relax in comfort with the wicker look. You'll also find barbecues of all shapes and sizes to suit the family with quality brands like Weber and Broil King, and everything else you'll need to turn your backyard into an outdoor entertainer's dream. Check out the 2016 Outdoor Living Collection right now at Mitre 10 and Mitre 10 Mega.
Come on! Time to go, mate!
Mr. Gilbert, welcome back.
Great match.
That's my boy.
Emirates, bringing rugby home.
Get mortgage-free sooner. BNZ. Be good with money.
Comedian Bill Bailey's on a quest.
I'm travelling in the footsteps of one of the great forgotten heroes of natural history.
Alfred Wallace.
He's the missing link in the story of evolution.
Bill Bailey's Jungle Hero. Thursday, Prime.
Now here comes Sean Fitzpatrick, bringing New Zealand down.
I think leadership is really important in World Cups, and you need a range of leadership throughout the team. You need a blend of experience and youth. And for me, knowing what to expect when it comes to the knockout stages is really important.
Basham, Frank Bunce, Lomu, the captain, and out wide Fitzpatrick celebrates his 100th game for his country.
You know, you talk about great memories, win or lose. I think you'd have to say that the 95 final pre-match, standing on the sideline there, lined up, waiting to receive the President, Mandela, and then to see him walk down the tunnel and for the whole crowd to be chanting, Madiba, Madiba. And then looking along the South African line-up, and Francois Pienaar was crying and the players next to them had steam coming out their ears. But a wonderful memory, and one that will live with me for a long time.
It's there though for Van der Westhuizen. He's strong in those bursts. 2 metres out. Brilliant defence.
But I suppose the toughest moment as an All Black captain for me was losing in '95.
Knocked on by Van der Westhuizen. It's over. Triumph for the Rainbow Nation. For the All Blacks. Heartache and heartbreak.
Standing on the sideline, watching the South Africans receive the World Cup was a really, really difficult moment after everything that had been put into that World Cup. Winning at 87, that was something that, you know, I look back on now. I don't think I even touched the World Cup afterwards. It was a job that we had to do. I think there was 40-odd thousand people at Eden Park on a lovely, balmy Saturday afternoon. And for us, beating the French was a huge step because we'd lost to them at 86. And then to beat them in the final quite convincingly in the end was a wonderful memory.
Nothing gets the heart pumping quite like live sport. Lucky for you in Sky Sportland, there's a whole lot coming your way. Like Test cricket under lights, a passionate netball rivalry, rough and tumble in the UK, fast cars in our backyard, Auckland's world-class tennis, and something big's going down in Rio. All this and much more is live on Sky Sport.
Welcome back. 1-1 at half-time between Paraguay and New Zealand in this Group F game. And from my reckoning, that is a scoreline which will eliminate New Zealand. Even if they went on to 2 points, they would not qualify as one of the best third-place teams in the tournament. Miguel Martinez is back in goal for Paraguay after a rather uncertain first half. The last to enter the pitch, Arturo Aranda. I beg his pardon, because Nyamdu, the goal scorer of Paraguay, has just come back on. Paraguay restart the game, but not a particularly competitive start or comprehensive start. Take two. Paraguay restart the game, then the ball headed clear by Sinclair. New Zealand hosted this tournament back in 1999 when it was won by Brazil. Record crowds for that tournament. They've only ever won twice at these championships, so a lot riding on this game here. They took an early lead through their centre half, Hunter Ashworth, only for that lead to evaporate. Nyamdu with the equaliser. Parker Price holding things together in midfield for New Zealand, who might have to make changes if it stays 1-1. They need a little slightly more offensive feel to their midfield play. Sinclair. Ball had gone out before they played it back to Coleman, who's switched sides at the start of the second half. Played on the right-hand side for Paraguay in the first, on the left in the second. Jack Sinclair has just moved from Palmerston North to Auckland to advance his footballing education. Probert. Away by Lomakis. He had to clear the ball because there was danger arriving behind him. There's Conor Probert. Probert again. Long throw taken by Probert. Again, a free kick awarded to Paraguay deep inside their own penalty area for pushing, and that's something that New Zealand seem to have to watch here. Jack Sinclair. Looking for Imre. Carlos Ferreira turns it on, looking for his striking partner, and Hunter Ashworth is almost knocked cold by that incident. Joe Bell complaining to the referee. It's a very late challenge indeed by Iban Carrera. Cabrera too has come off with a rather unfortunate whack on his face. The black dots around the faces of the players are the rubber pellets, all part of the synthetic playing surface. Cabrera leaves the pitch holding his ear. Ashworth. Parker-Price. Imre goes chasing the ball, but Jimenez, who limped off the pitch at half-time with a thigh injury, seems to have recovered. Free kick to Paraguay. Certainly been an interesting game for Hunter Ashworth. Scored a goal, caution right at the end of the first half. Hernando to take the free kick. Nyamdu. Lomakis. France 3-0 ahead now against Syria. Heading out of the competition in Group F. So it looks like the top and bottom of the group are all sorted out. France the runaway winners with 9 points. Syria will have 1 point from their 3 games, but these two having to decide who's going to finish second and third. Essentially 3 points would be good enough for Paraguay to finish third in this group, but 2 points would not be good enough for New Zealand if they finish third. That's why New Zealand have to score. Bell. Sinclair got lucky. Imre. Thomas Probert, hoping to go to college in the USA before too long. Free kick to New Zealand, given away by Nyamdu. This is where New Zealand do look dangerous, but they have to stop giving away needless free kicks. Sinclair with a cross, headed clear by Jimenez. That's better by New Zealand. Dangerous cross. Probert to take the throw. We can move our cameraman out the way. Probert. There we go again. Once again, Hunter Ashworth giving away a free kick. That must be his 4th or 5th now. Same thing happening each and every time. One goes in front, one goes behind. He commits the foul. Paraguay will make a substitution very shortly. Ferreira. They're going to bring on their very exciting striker, Julio Bijalba. Terrific header of a ball, scored against Syria and France. And he now is going to be introduced to try and swing the game Paraguay's way. Ball cut out by Oscar Roas. This one aimed in toward Coleman, headed clear by Sinclair. Probert. Rodas. Bit of an opening here for New Zealand. Cleared by Ojeda. Corner kick. The important thing here for New Zealand is not to concede a free kick. as soon as the ball is played inside that Paraguayan penalty area. And the first change of the match coming out with Villalba on. And Cabrera is the player who makes way. Cabrera, who had that chance in the first half. Villalba from the Cerro Porteño club. That should upgrade the Paraguayan attack, to say the least. McGarry. Goalkeeper did not fancy chasing that one. Imre wins the throw. Chance here for Conor Probert. Oh, it's gone the other way to Paraguay. I didn't quite agree with that decision either. Nyamdu. Carlos Ferreira fly kicks the ball in the general direction of McGarry. Well, New Zealand needs some inspiration from somewhere. The game is drifting by them at the moment. Paraguay have brought on their star striker. Tidily done by Rodas. Coleman. That's a good touch by Coleman. This looks more promising. Lomakis. Villalba will not get there. Nyamdu arriving. Coleman is going to leave it. No, he's not. He's going to play it in dangerously. Lomakis arriving here for Paraguay. Pushed away by the goalkeeper, and thankfully Parker Price there to alleviate the pressure, but Coleman now still for Paraguay. Lovely piece of skill. Ran into McGarry, who has been probably the man of the tournament for New Zealand, and he picks out Rogerson. In fact, he can't control the ball. Again, Wout just palmed the ball into a really dangerous position and almost created havoc here for New Zealand. Paraguay with their 9th attempt on goal. New Zealand only 3 so far. That has been the story of the tournament for New Zealand. Lowest shots on goal ratio of any team here in Chile. And now it's Nyamdu who's picked up an injury. Painful collision between Sinclair and Nyamdu. Referee has both his cards out here. Nyamdu was cautioned in the first half. I wonder if this is going to be a red card for Nyamdu. He's off. Now New Zealand have a great opportunity because Nyamdu, who scored in the first half, to add insult to injury, staggers off in a daze. And New Zealand have the extra man advantage. I think that was a bit harsh. There was his challenge in the first half, the one on number 8, Dane Schnell. I'm sure he could work a bit more slowly, but he'd have to stop. Wants to show the coach exactly what the problem was, and the fourth official asking Nyamdu just to go down to the dressing room area. New Zealand want to make a change quickly. Callum McCourt ready to come on for them, which will just beef up their midfield a little bit. It needs beefing up, to be honest, especially now playing against 10 men. Imre. Again, New Zealand guilty of not shooting on target when they had a promising position. McGarry caught there by Bijalba. Chobel comes off. He's had a rather quiet game in truth, and he's more of a holding midfield player. Now is a time for New Zealand to kick on, and Callum McCourt from the Ole Academy, new to the squad, gets his opportunity to write a very interesting chapter indeed for this New Zealand under-17 men's team. First touch by Rogerson was poor. Remember, New Zealand have only ever won twice at these championships. They like being in Portimont. They're going to have to leave Portimont either to go back home or to play in the round of 16, depending on what happens now. Sinclair. Oh, that's a brilliant save as Rogerson had his shot beaten away by Martinez. And that really looks ominous for Paraguay. Lovely turn here by Rogerson. Well-angled shot, but beaten away. Now, if New Zealand can create more chances like that, they have a real opportunity to go through. They need to score. That one rather weak, and Martinez hardly had to make a save. We really made a bit of a meal of it. 3-course meal, if truth be told. Parker Price. You've just joined us. This is the Group F game between Paraguay in the red and white against New Zealand. 1-1, and New Zealand have to score to win this game and progress in the competition. Now, Julio Bijalba for Paraguay, their most dangerous player. First time he's had a proper run at the New Zealand defence, cut out here by Liam Williams. Imre has to chase this one. Parker Price. Rogerson to the right, as is Sinclair. Parker Price. Anywhere will do for Coleman. Ashworth with a huge leap. Touched on by McCourt. His first real involvement since coming on as a substitute. Can New Zealand just pick up the pace? They're trying to do that. Laid off by Probert. And suddenly the All Blacks very much the dominant team. Parker Price. Turned away by Jimenez. Another of the first choice players of Paraguay, Roddy Ferreira, will come on. Exit Coleman. Second change for the South American team, but two very experienced regular first teamers now on. Roddy Ferreira, who normally operates on the right-hand side of the defence. Already broken through to the first team with his club, Olympia. And that's the position, of course, he's taking up now. Imre. Rogerson waits for the cross. Still Imre. Schnell. Sinclair. Offside. Well, this is going to be a very interesting last quarter to this game as we look again at New Zealand caught in an offside position, because it really is win or bust for the team in the All Black. Big ball here by Ashworth. Imre's after it. It's a really important clearance by Lomakis. Lomakis knew Imre was arriving behind him, collided with his goalkeeper, Parker Price. Throw-in goes the way of Paraguay. 4 points would be enough to take Paraguay into second place and qualify. So as it stands, Paraguay on their way to qualification, but New Zealand with 2 points would not be able to advance. England already have a greater goal difference. They're sitting in third place in their group, waiting for the outcome of today's matches. And it breaks here for Rodas. Bijalba. Corner kick. Came off Sinclair last. Sinclair was due to be dropped for the second game against Syria, but Ben Mata fell ill overnight and Sinclair remained in the team. That's unusual. Two Paraguayan players hold on to each other. Two hands held up in the air normally means far post. Pretty close in terms of number of corners given, and now New Zealand can counter-attack. Probert. Yellow card. Shown against Balbuena. I wonder if some of these yellow cards could turn into another red one. That would make life really tough for Paraguay late on. Confirmation of that caution. France leading by 4-0 now. That result no longer in doubt. Result of that cross no longer in doubt. France are very confident they'd be coming back to Portimont for the round of 16 game. Said to their hotel manager when they left, "We'll see you for that round of 16. No doubt in their minds they would win the group. Rogerson. Easily telegraphed by Rodas. Rodas to Lomakis on that far side. Ashworth. Under pressure from Carlos Ferreira. Knew what he was doing, chipped the ball against the New Zealand central defender, who curses his luck. Remember, he cannot play in the next match if New Zealand progress. Michael Vout. Bijalba waits in the box. Free header for Ojeda, but straight into the arms of Michael Vout. Danny Hay, the New Zealand coach, often talks about these matches being decided on mistakes. Well, Paraguay's goal really would have to go down as an error. When Parker-Price comes off, it's time to be a little bit more adventurous by New Zealand. Sarpreet Singh coming on. He can play anywhere in midfield. He's a tricky, jinking winger. And lucky not to win a penalty in the last game against Syria, which ended 0-0. But Singh is on now for New Zealand. He wears a number 7 shirt inside the centre circle. Last 20 minutes. Rogerson. Jack Sinclair. Singh. Great opportunity. Probert falls over. Bagari. What a chance there for Probert. Singh again. Great ball again. Offside. This is not going to count. Imre sees that move come to an end. Well, when Conor Probert pulled back his boot here, ready to shoot, there was a tantalising edge of what could have been. Danny Hay sees another opportunity disappear. Wood. Oh, he just hesitated slightly, then goes chasing the ball and then tucks it into touch because there's blood around the mouth of Liam Williams. Let's hope he's okay. And looks pretty groggy as well. Looks like he's gone 10 rounds in a heavyweight contest. Here's the incident. Look at the elbow there by Bijalba, straight into the mouth of Liam Williams. I think the referee asking Williams to leave the pitch if he needs more treatment. That was really painful exchange. So Carlos Ferreira is going to come off and be replaced by Blas Ribeiros, a left back. Ribeiros from the Olympia club, who likes to get forward. I think that just signals to me that Paraguay are happy for it to end at 1-1. Of course, that would not do for New Zealand, who are just down to 10 men, but thankfully Liam Williams is back on the pitch. Riberos. Ball was not dead. Schnell. Williams. It's a good ball. Singh. Another good ball. Imre onside. Jalba. "15 minutes for New Zealand to save themselves. Just find this goal which would catapult them into the next round of the competition. Take them on to 4 points. Is this their moment? Has been Paraguay's most disappointing game so far. Having said that, they made wholesale changes to rest 1 or 2 key personnel. Very impressive in their opening day win against Syria, and a marvellous game here against France, which they lost by 4-3. But my goodness, they ran the European champions close. This has been very different, much more disjointed, but that's hardly a surprise. Schnell. New Zealand, who have not been able to get enough shots on goal at these championships, just need one clear effort. Is this the moment? Ball headed clear as far as Callum McCowart. Singh. You can see now Paraguay just sitting back, only playing Bijalba up front, trying to protect the 1-1 scoreline. McGarry. Throw-in goes New Zealand's way. McCowart. Still McCowart. That's well defended by Lomakis. And would you believe the throw-in has gone the way of Paraguay? Second in the group, within touching distance now for Paraguay. Even with a draw here, that win against Syria, the platform for their success. Another goal now for Paraguay would end this match as a meaningful contest, and the Paraguayan coach just urging his side to concentrate, especially bearing in mind New Zealand playing against 10 men, because Nyamdu sent off for Paraguay for his second cautionable offence. Sinclair. Singh. Singh did well to emerge with the ball. Probert. And one for Bijalba to chase. Out there first. Schnell got his head to the ball, but it breaks. And for here is Ribeiros, the substitute. Ribeiros again. Probert. Another poor ball, easily intercepted. I wonder if a little bit of frustration is creeping into New Zealand's play. They've played against a weakened side. They've played against 10 men. And they still have been unable to record this victory which so many of their party craved. Aranda picks up a knock. Fernando with a free kick, but Paraguay in defensive mode now. New Zealand just edging possession. Paraguay press. Rodi Ferreira unable to keep the ball alive. There's a palpable air of frustration about this New Zealand team because they're almost there. But when I look back at the last 10 minutes, they've hardly mustered a shot on goal. Rodi Ferreira. Balbuena joins the attack. Rodi Ferreira again. Takes on Hunter Ashworth. And gets the better of him. Rodi Ferreira. He could settle it now. Out for the corner. Lovely turn by the right back of Paraguay. Liam Williams turned his back on the ball, which is never advised, but he was lucky it struck his boot and went out for the corner kick, which Aranda will take. Bijalba forward, as is Ojeda. Rodi Ferreira. And off we go again. Rogerson. Singh. Hauled down. Free kick to New Zealand. Maybe it's time to play a long, hopeful ball forward now. Seven and a half minutes plus stoppage time left. That's all that separates the Paraguayan coach and a place in the round of 16 knockout stage of the competition. Probert. Sinclair. Probert. Ashworth playing as a makeshift centre forward now. Aranda. Great touch by Ribeiros. And Ribeiros could be through here. Goes down under the challenge, right on the edge of the box. It's going to be a free kick to Paraguay. Foul and a yellow card for Liam Williams. That was pretty close to being a penalty. That was a couple of yards outside the penalty area in truth, but New Zealand stretched because they're trying to score at the other end and they haven't got long left. So no disgrace to be chasing back like that with 5 minutes or so left, 6. Free kick will be taken by the captain, Arturo Aranda, who struck the foot of the post in the last game against France with one of these free kicks. He is more than capable of smashing this one past Michael Wout. It wasn't too far away. Very capable young man. Two is Sinclair. Ribeiros. Played in by Bijalba. Ribeiros again. That with a good stop. Whether it was actually going in or not is open to debate, but the power of the shot was really impressive here by Ribeiros, who's given Paraguay an added dimension since coming on as a substitute. And whilst ever the ball is down at the New Zealand end of the pitch, their hope begins to drift away. Look how many corners Paraguay have had to New Zealand's. 9-5. Paraguay corner away by Ashworth. That's a fine ball to try pick out McGarry, who's playing in an advanced position now. McGarry. And McGarry's won it back from Jimenez. McGarry, can he pull it back? He can, but only to a red and white shirt. Throw in to New Zealand. What a dramatic end this could be if New Zealand were to find a late goal. Singh. Oh, he's hit the frame of the goal. Desperately unlucky. Ribeiros. The galloping Rodas joins the attack. Rodas, Bijalba. Last change coming up. This is Luke Johnson, number 15. And he replaces Jack Sinclair for the last few minutes. I can only assume New Zealand are going to go for a back three now. This is not the time for faint hearts. They just have to get the ball forward. Probert. Not a great ball into Schnell, and New Zealand have to be careful. Ribeiros. There's an opening here for Aranda, and that's a good save by Wout. But New Zealand just giving the ball away in midfield. It's Rogerson now. Can Imre keep it alive? Well, he'd have to be an Olympic sprinter to do that. Danny Hay just urging everybody forward because we're into the last 2 minutes. And New Zealand on the verge of elimination here. As you look at Singh's shot, which smashed against the crossbar. Goalkeeper, I think, was slightly out of position. One chance, that's all it needs. Schnell. Rogerson. And Imre won't get there first, cleared by Riberos. Into the final minute of the 90, and New Zealand still need a goal to continue in this tournament. Probert with a long throw. Two Paraguayan defenders went for it. Singh jinks his way into the box. Still Singh. Plays the ball here towards Ashworth. Oh dear. Williams. Singh. Final ball again disappointing, headed clear by Riberos. Rogerson. Given away, and there's so many New Zealand players pushed forward. There's barely anybody back in place to defend. New Zealand have just been given a lifeline because there are 5 minutes of stoppage time to be added on at the end of the game. As it stands, Paraguay will go to Viña del Mar to play Brazil in the round of 16 if it stays like this, because they will finish second in this group. France are going to win this group and stay, or return rather, to Portimont. They are playing in Concepcion against Syria, and they lead by 4 goals to 0 in that game. And there's an opening here for Imre to seal it. He's put it in. Oh, that's incredible! It's stoppage time. Imre has scored the goal to take the Kiwis into the round of 16. Well, they couldn't have left it any later. What a time for New Zealand to score. And it looks like New Zealand are now going to Viña del Mar to play Brazil. This is quite extraordinary. Singh helping it through. Imre, who's had a frustrating afternoon, this time did not miss. And that means New Zealand, it appears, will qualify, but they have to hang on. And it would help if they had a football. Well, what an extraordinary end. I think Paraguay will be okay as the third place team. Their coach looks crestfallen. He played a weakened side today. His team were almost there, but remember, they were down to 10 men, and maybe just 1 or 2 of these Paraguayan youngsters were that little bit tired, playing against 11 determined New Zealand lads. Remember, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Don't put it past Paraguay to find another equalising goal. New Zealand thumping the ball forward, and that just gives a little bit of a breather. As it stands, New Zealand go on to 4 points to finish second in this group. Paraguay would finish third on 3. They'll probably have to wait a little while to confirm their participation in the rest of the competition. Remember, there are matches in Group E yet to be played. Singh. Throw into Paraguay, who are in a real rush to get on with it. New Zealand can't wait for the final whistle. They were dreading the final whistle a few moments ago, but that goal by Imre changed everything. Rogerson. Schnell. Corner kick. New Zealand happy to soak up a few more seconds here as that scrap happens in the corner quadrant. Free kick to New Zealand. They are just seconds away. That's it, New Zealand have finished second in this group incredibly. Look at these celebrations. They can't believe what they've achieved. One or two tears from the youngsters. Imre in the centre of that group of players. There's the mums and dads. They were booking their flights home tomorrow. They're not going home. If they want, they could go to Viña del Mar. And would you believe, New Zealand against Brazil would be next. There's Imre's mum, who holds her face in disbelief at what she's just seen. And there's her very, very excited youngster. It's all over. New Zealand qualify as the second place team. It ends Paraguay 1, New Zealand 2. Well, what scenes of celebration here in Portimont. The sun has just come out, and Paraguay have to wait to see whether they're going to be one of the best third-place teams. Danny Hay embraces Logan Rogerson. They're not going home. The Paraguayan team have left the pitch. They're not going to be involved in the handshake for peace. At least the captain has stayed on the pitch, Arturo Aranda, to congratulate New Zealand. This is how it looks then in terms of statistics. New Zealand, who've had fewer shots on goal than any other team at this competition, managed 2 goals here and are excitedly now looking forward to a place in the round of 16. Confirmation France and New Zealand have qualified. Paraguay just have to wait to see whether those 3 points are going to be enough. Still to be decided. Syria are eliminated with just 1 point after 3 games. Story of the game then, Paraguay against New Zealand from Group F. New Zealand had to win to stay in the competition. And what a start for Danny Hay's team, because Hunter Ashworth headed the ball in here 11 minutes into the game, and that set New Zealand on their way. Foul here by Nyandu resulted in his first yellow card of the game. That was to prove very costly later on. Paraguay drew level here. Fantastic save by Wout. This is Nyamdu. That was 1-1, right through Wout's hands, and huge disappointment. Goalkeeper who'd pulled off a marvellous save, beaten the near post. Second cautionable offence for Nyamdu, and Paraguay down to 10 men for the remainder of the game. Singh helping it through here in just about in stoppage time at the end of the game, in the most dramatic of circumstances, and Imre scored the goal which took New Zealand into the last 16 of the competition. It ends Paraguay 1, New Zealand 2, and news from Portimont that New Zealand have qualified as the second placed team in Group F. France are the group winners with 9 points. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage from Group F, which is all over. Still to come, the match from Group E, Costa Rica against Korea DPR. We'll be back shortly. For the time being, goodbye.